we just finished talking about our Real Talk topic. We have dedicated 10 days to nothing but mom talk. And today we're talking about new mom challenges. So guess who we got to come in the studio and talk with us about new mom challenges? Don't wake the baby. The one and only Marsha Ambrosius is here.
Hey, new mom in the house.
Let me tell you, and you ain't got no new mom challenges. You look like it totally agrees with you.
Well, when I can keep my eyes open.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
So, yeah, a new mom I am, and it's been great though.
Really?
So I appreciate you saying I look like
You
I'm unfazed,
do. You
but
really
the bag's
do.
under the eyes, and you don't sleep. Not because you can't sleep, you just won't.
Right.
I
You see,
want to.
Sometimes you're scared. You're checking every couple of hours.
Is she breathing? Like if I check if she's breathing one more time.
Right.
And it's serious because she'll be fine. I'll bathe her, dress her, change her, feed her, and she'll be so content. And I still have to every waking moment see if she's okay.
And so is that your biggest challenge? Just always feeling the need to check her?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's because it's I guess new parents that's what you want is some rest.
Yeah.
And it's not because she's crying in the middle of the night. My baby actually sleeps through the night. She's fine. She's from midnight till 9 a.m. Sometimes I have to wake her up.
But you're still not getting any rest.
Because
and for the next 18, 21 years, you won't be getting rest either.
And I settled with that. we had a good conversation with the Lord. And the Lord says you will not sleep no more. So I'm okay with that. But everything else has been okay. It's the early stuff that no one preps you for.
Yeah. And you can never be 100% prepped. You will never be.
No, because having her, my biggest thing was having the baby. I was like, oh gosh, I have to deliver a baby.
That's right.
How much is she going to weigh?
Yeah.
How's this going to go down? Like even trying to ask other women, so what does a contraction feel like? And the only response I would get was, you'll find out.
You sure will. Because it's hard to describe.
What does that mean?
But it's unlike any, now that you've had her, unlike any pain you've ever had, right?
I still couldn't tell you what that was. See? I just knew that I prayed and I said, you know what? I don't like this. But this is what my body was designed to do.
How long was your labor?
Well, technically, see, here's the thing. I was due on December 12th.
Okay.
I was a week late. I ended up having her on the 17th.
Okay.
So my doctor recommended that I be induced because I wanted a natural birth.
Uh-huh.
So I get to the hospital. They give me the drugs around 8:30 in the morning. No, 10:30 in the morning. And I didn't have a contraction until midnight. Like nothing. I wasn't dilated, nothing. Didn't budge. I was like, okay. So then when the contraction hit, I begged for the epidural.
Right.
Because I just don't think I was.
I'm surprised
I don't
they
think I
let
was
you
gonna
stay.
able. Yeah. So
because they
were
sent
like,
my butt packing. It was like, girl, you ain't dilated. You ain't got what? Get out.
I wasn't
Go
dilated,
back home.
And they said since it was a high risk pregnancy, and being that I was at the age I am, and all of these things that they put on you, I think it's just fear factors. But they said, you know, it's best that we keep you overnight. You're not dilated at all, but we'll see what happens in the next couple of hours. So once the contraction did actually hit me, I started shaking like I was having a seizure. And then before I knew it, I had the epidural and I was fine. Right. So then around about 4 a.m, she was like, oh, it's working. You're having, some contractions I can see on the monitor. And
but you can't feel
4 centimeters.
Yeah.
Couldn't really, I could feel pressure, but not as much as I could feel them when I really felt it. Mm-hmm. And then I had her at 6:26 p.m. So it was long, and they stretched those drugs and said they didn't want to rush the baby for fear that, something could happen. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to let my body do what it's doing. Right. And it did what it did. And I pushed that baby on out. Ready. By the time I was 10 centimeters, it was like 20 minutes of pushing. And ta-da, baby.
Wow. Well, honey, you were lucky. 64 hours is what I dealt with my first.
And you know what? I can now that I've had my baby, I understand it.
Yeah.
Before, I just couldn't understand the endurance of it all and what your body actually does. But no one told me. Because once I had her, the pressure that you feel having that baby under an epidural wasn't as bad as I thought. It was genuinely like, this is it?
Yeah.
That was it?
Yeah.
Like, it was just the relief. It was going to the bathroom. That number 2 was worse than having a baby.
Yeah, waiting. Waiting.
Worse.
Because, they won't let you go home.
Oh,
they
no.
will not let you go home unless that happens.
That was the worst part of having the baby, was going to the
What's
bathroom
her name?
again. Nyla.
Yeah. So we're going to play a lullaby for Nyla. And we always have people, when they come in here, they have to create a soundtrack to their life. So if you had to think of a song back in the day that soothed you, a classic, could be from anybody that soothed you, we'll play it now, and then we'll come back with more with Marsha Ambrosius. Okay. What song is that?
Sun Shower.
Get out of here. Loving you, oh baby. That is original Savannah. Yeah. All right, let's play it for Nyla. And we'll come back with more Marsha Ambrosius on 107.5 WBLS. 107.5 WBLS. We are live with Marsha Ambrosius in the studio. And Marsha, you picked Sunflower. Why? Sun shower? What is it?
Sun shower.
Sun shower. Why?
I remember what my house used to smell like, and I can hear my mother's voice when I listen to that song.
Did she used to play that song a lot? Because my sister used to play that album. My
mother played it, my father played it, and the entire album just makes me think of my childhood.
Because it was like one continuous, that album was like one continuous song.
It was like one,
it didn't stop.
Yeah,
it didn't have the groove that stopped. Right, exactly.
It was a consistent, lovely album, and I remember that as a kid.
It was very refreshing to hear it, because we haven't heard that song in a long time, so thank you for bringing it back.
Get into it, people.
But you know what? You have such a wonderful personality. We want to play 60 Seconds with Marsha Ambrosius.
Oh, gosh.
And this is a rapid fire interview. Just have fun with it, because it's fun questions. But it helps us to get to know a little bit more about Marsha Ambrosius.
Go for it.
All right? Start the clock. The last thing your daughter did that put a smile on your face.
Smiled at me in the morning.
Oh. If you could be any cartoon character, who would it be?
Betty Boop.
Oh, favorite childhood snack?
They're called Farley's Rusks.
Oh, yeah, we got to find out what that is. Best song you've ever written?
I don't think I've written it yet.
When at a party or club, your go-to dance move is?
I'm getting old, so I don't know why I've started snapping my fingers. But it involves a real heavy hip dip and come back up and like throw it back. And then click your fingers and shake your
We
head.
didn't even get a name for that dance yet.
It's called
Favorite cereal?
Cornflakes.
If you could make anyone living or dead president, who would it be? You could just bring back somebody, or?
Man, that's a tough one. President.
Yes, you could make them president. Prince?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah. Because he'll have everybody in check.
Huh?
He will check everybody.
Not once, not twice, maybe as many times as you need to be checked.
Prince for president.
Last movie that made you cry?
Oh, man. It was a movie with Drew Barrymore. What's her name? Her friend ended up having cancer. Missing You Already, I think it's called. Yeah,
really?
Missing You Already. So sad.
And TV show guilty pleasure?
Anything ratchet. Just anything.
You watch
Love
ratchet
and hip-hop,
TV too?
anything.
All right. And finally, favorite thing about being a mother?
That you can say that to me.
Oh, that somebody
crazy.
Can say you're a mom.
What's your favorite thing about being? I'm a mom.
Yeah,
I'm a mom.
That's right. And somebody's gonna one day say, "Mommy," and those words are gonna send chills up and down your spine. Trust and believe.
I do.
So we need another song from the soundtrack of your life, and tell us why.
Well, since I said Prince for president, I'll go for "Take Me With You," Prince.
And why?
And that intro with the drums and the strings made me believe that I was going to be a musician one day, because I needed to know how that song was made.
And did you ever get to have conversation with him and let him know that you admired him so much?
Oh, absolutely. Prince was a good friend of mine. I can say that wholeheartedly. And I'm glad that he knew how I felt. I'm glad that he was a fan of not only myself, but me being able to be a fan of him and have so many wonderful conversations and interactions and jam sessions and just get to chill with him as peers and as friends at the same time. Just
If you
an amazing guy.
If you could remake a Prince song, what would it be?
Oh, that's hard. There's one on the 3121 album called The Dance. I would love to do that. And I used to sing the guitar solo on Computer Blue all the time. I would love to remake Computer Blue.
And we would love for you to do that as well. Because we really think that you could, because I think with every remake, you know, if you can't bring something to it, you should just leave it alone. Oh, yeah. But I think you've studied
Prince
this
should
brother.
Really be left alone, but you know, those I take exception.
Yes, and we would take it too. Are you going to be doing any more acting? I know I caught you in Love Jones.
Aha. Well, I was acting like the pregnant lady
yes.
that sang at the end of the play at the time, and that really was such a wonderful opportunity to do that, especially during my pregnancy. It made that all go a lot smoother and a lot quicker than I'd anticipated. But acting, I love creating moments. So I'll probably be writing a lot and, you know, give myself the small role. I'll be like Spike Lee. I'll get a Mars or
who would play Marsha Ambrosius in the Marsha Ambrosius biopic?
You know what? Me and my cousin were doing this challenge. Remember when Lifetime will do like your movie and you know, sometimes they get it right, sometimes they really don't. So I said that the tea kettle from Beauty and the Beast should play me.
If you don't stop it, you don't stop. Did you see the Beauty and the Beast movie though?
You know what? I'm gonna wait.
Oh my gosh!
I know I didn't want to go with the hype, but I know it's phenomenal.
It is. It truly is.
I'm excited for that. It's one of my Disney faves.
But we are not getting her to play you.
Why?
Sorry.
Angela Lansbury.
No.
It was a cute kettle.
Angela Lansbury playing Marsha Ambrosius.
Or Flounder from
Who would you like to play in their biopic? Like if you could really, really act and you could bring their story to life, who is so interesting to you that you would like to play them?
I love... I don't know. I'm just saying because I want to see this story. Not that I'd want to play her, but Phyllis Hyman. I love her story, and I
wish somebody would. Yeah.
So I'd want to see that. I'd want to.
I always saw, you know, and I used to tell Jasmine Sullivan
she should do Aretha Franklin.
You think so?
Yeah.
And what's the other girl?
If you look
Kiki
at
Wyatt is another
Kiki
Phyllis Hyman shoe-in, I think, too.
She can sing. I told her to her face, like she can do what she want to do.
But I think you can do Phyllis too. I'm taking a look at you now.
I just want to see the story.
Yeah, and hopefully from your words to God's ears, and somebody will make that happen. But when can we hear some new music from you?
New music out right now, actually released today. The single is called Laya from the upcoming album Nyla, which will be in stores and available to you very, very soon.
But so the single is available on iTunes today.
Yeah, today, iTunes, Spotify, Google Play. You can get that wherever you want. And I'm excited about this new venture in my life.
Yes, and so am I, because now you see the world with brand new eyes.
Dude,
thanks to this baby girl.
It's crazy. I was having this conversation with someone else about how things that you're going through in your life make you write certain ways. I mean, I guess, you know, and kudos to Mary J. Blige, like her new album, phenomenal. And, you know, she's always been open and honest, and everyone's like, oh, I like depressed Mary. I like sad Mary. I like it when she's going through something, which is really terrible for the artist to have to get to that place to create.
To be able to relate.
Right, exactly. But, you know, on the writers and the artist aspect of it, I get to live out other people's feelings and thoughts and see it from a mother's perspective. Like, we're going through some things in the world, which makes it, you know, a little bit more, you know, protective. Like, it's desperate. It's like, I want to protect everything that I have, my family, the loves of my lives, you know, my daughter, my fiance, like that's my core. But people are going through some real things. So that heart-wrenching, that real, honest, can shed a tear type music, or, you know, you're making up or you're breaking up to it. You know, it's all of those emotions that you go through in love. And this new album, Nyla, really gets to speak on all of those different places.
Good.
Even though, you know, the first single is Laya.
Laya.
Because I do. You know, I love you, babe.
Well, you know what? We are looking to hearing from Nyla through you real soon. But pick up that single, y'all. It's at iTunes today. Pick it up now. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us and have fun with us. And now you're going to have to tell me what this favorite childhood snack is again.
Okay. And I'm going to get my daughter some because she's so ready for solid food. It's crazy. She's 4 months now. She's trying to bite anything. That's too soon. No, I said too soon so she could start because she's teething.
Sucking on it.
She's really teething. So they're like a cookie, an oatmeal cookie, but you can suck on them. They basically dissolve in your mouth. But I had them when I was a baby, but I ate them until I was 15 because they're that good. They're still good cookies. So when she gets them, I might eat half of it. And of course. She'll be sucking on them now because she's teething already. She's going crazy.
It goes
Slubber
so
everywhere.
fast.
I was like, you were just born.
Yeah. Enjoy it. That's how I feel because I can remember my son in the delivery room and he is graduating in June from high school. And I can vividly remember every step of the way.
And that's why I feel like I don't sleep. It's because I don't want to miss anything.
No.
Like her little smiles or little giggles. The first time I heard her giggle was in her sleep. And I was like, if I was asleep, I would have missed it.
Right. Stay woke, girl. Stay woke. All right. Marsha Ambrosius, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. It's 107.5 WBLS.